What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Kmplxity. So today what we're going to be taking a quick look at is Season 2 of Black Ops 6. Now, in private, I've recorded a couple videos of this, and I'm not entirely sure how well this is going to perform, but I like Call of Duty. It's my go-to pastime game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my love of this with you guys. So today Season 2 came out, and if you don't know much about seasons in Call of Duty, it's a seasonal battle pass system. Season 2 brings a multitude of things, such as 3 new maps ready to go on launch day, 3 new guns in the battle pass, as well as a new zombies map, along with a whole plethora of other content and essentially cosmetics for everything else. So let's start with multiplayer, which is what you're going to be seeing in the background of one of the new maps called Lifeline. So Lifeline is the face-off map, or the 2v2/6v6 map. It's smaller. It is very reminiscent of, say, Stakeout, where it is very linear. In this case, it's extremely linear. Keeps things relatively simple. There's a top path and then there's a bottom path. It's on a boat. It's the same size as a yacht as you'd expect. It's not as big as Hijacked, not even close, even though that's what I originally spectated that this might be, but it's not even close. So the second map, which I do not have gameplay of, or the third map, are called Bounty and Dealership. So Bounty is a skyscraper. You are essentially playing around in the penthouse. It's all blown up and destroyed because the main story is that the Utazi cartel put a hit out on our main characters in the story. I'm not going to bore you with the story of the campaign or the story of this multiplayer, but I will tell you that it's a fancy apartment complex that housed some criminals. So there's a couple things laying around that shouldn't be there, but the layout is like any other Treyarch map. You have your main central lines, you have your upper level and your bottom level. Not everything is this one map is particularly not as interesting to me, mostly because it's very reminiscent of, say, Hotel from Vanguard, where it's pretty simple. So we have that map. It's pretty good. I played that one match. And then Dealership, I played one match on it. I'm not a huge fan of it really yet, but it's not bad. It's a lot brighter. It's in the middle of a city. It's got a couple shops and stuff on the side. But it's called Dealership because essentially in the front is a, dealership, like a car dealership with fancy luxurious cars. And then in the back there is a secret underbelly, the black market that controls all of this. So, well, all 3 maps are okay. We should be getting another 2v2 and a 6v6 map at the mid-season called Bullet Train, I think. That's just a bullet train. I thought Lifeline was going to be a little bit more like wide than it is long, whereas I think Bullet Train is going to be just long. Looks like both are going to be long. So I'm very curious to see how that one plays. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to play well or not. And then we have Grind coming from back in Black Ops 2. So if you remember back in 2012, Black Ops 2 came out in its DLC season with a map called Grind. Grind is a skate park. It's been remastered and put into this game, and that's going to be coming at the mid-season of this game. So expect about 30 days. So somewhere in probably late February, early March. And then that's it for the maps that are coming for this season, unless they give us another surprise one. So let's talk guns. So for this season, we have 3 weapons that are available right now that you can get just by playing using the Battle Pass. You can get the Black Cell and get like an instant unlock, but you don't have to. Just by playing and using the regular Battle Pass, you're going to get the Fen 82, which is an LMG. Then you're going to get the PPSH 41, which is a classic from World at War all kinds of Call of Duty games. It's been in so many that it's easier to name the ones that it's not in, right? And then, of course, the gun that you're going to see me primarily using in this gameplay is the Cypher 09. So out of all three of these, I personally like the Cypher 09. It's a bullpup type 95 almost. It's not as fast firing, but it's a pretty standard assault rifle. The PPSH, I've used it a little bit. I don't have that one unlocked yet. It's your classic PPSH with a little bit more. It's not as fast in previous games, so there is that. But the Fen 82 is a very nice LMG. If you don't want to use something like the GPMG to get your dark matter, or say the XMG, this is going to be a great alternative because it shoots a little bit slower, but the power behind it packs a punch. Okay, so lots of great options. And then in the mid-season, we're supposed to have a fourth weapon called the TR something. I don't even remember what it's called. It's the FAL. The FAL is supposed to be coming at an event possibly next week, I believe it is. It's supposed to be part of what's called the Shadow Hunt event that goes on during the seasons to help drip feed some of the content, and the FAL is a part of that. So we don't have gameplay or footage of that unless you want to go on Twitter, which by all means you can do that. So all their guns are pretty good. And then we have some attachments. I haven't personally tried out every single new attachment. Like the crossbow attachment, we do have that this year. I'm not sure if that's entirely replacing the actual crossbow, but it might be, which is kind of cool, I guess. So we'll see. Haven't really seen anybody using that. Time will tell on that. But overall, gun wise, like physical, like things that you use in game, we got a good helping. Normally we get 2 guns in the battle pass. This time we got 3, although they're all, I mean, they're fun. It's more guns. I can't complain, but I can't be like super excited because they're all kind of like different in their own ways of like cookie cutter almost. The Fang is like probably the most cookie cutter. Like, this is an LMG, it hits hard. The Cypher is also very cookie cutter. The PPSH kind of stands out, you know. So there's that. We do have a new perk coming. It's called Slipstream. That's part of an event as well. There's a lot of things that are just waiting. And nobody likes to wait. I don't either. So along with all this, we have this. All of this is going to Warzone as well. So if you're a Warzone guy or person, all of this is in Warzone. I haven't tested this out for Warzone at all. I've been seeing people say that the PPSH and the Cypher 09 are pretty great, but that's kind of how Warzone goes. Ranked play, I don't really play ranked play, so I don't really have any opinions of that. So this is just like the first impressions based off of multiplayer and like a casual, like you're gonna log on, you're gonna see these weapons. So now you're seeing on screen zombies. So along with today came out a map called the Tomb. The Tomb to me is already better than Citadel, but granted, I really liked maps from Black Ops 4 like Ancient Evil. This map aesthetically is better personally. I have not gotten the Wonder Weapon yet. I tried to get some footage for you guys of that. Multiple failed attempts because I guess I'm not as good at zombies as I thought I am. But however, so the map is relatively straightforward. You have to get to it's almost as linear as Citadel, but a lot better, because Citadel is boring, but the basement part to this map is the Dark Ether. It's a lot more colorful, more vibrant. Even the music changes and it fits the atmosphere of the Dark Ether and the ominousness of that map, or of that space. As of speaking right now, the Easter egg has been solved, and you know what? If this gets relatively, does relatively well, and people are interested, I can either do a live stream with a couple of friends doing the Easter egg for this map, or I can do a video very similar to one that I've done in the past for Liberty Falls Easter egg if people are so interested. So keep that in mind. Check out the comments below. The map has a new perk called Death Perception, and my 2 cents on this map is going to be, or on this perk is going to be, it's a C tier perk. You do not need this perk. I had a feeling at some point they'd bring it because for some reason people either like it or they don't. I personally am not somebody who wants to spend $2,000 on a fucking perk that's going to make me see things better. That's just me, I suppose. In zombies, the Cypher 09 is a great assault rifle. It does have a good headshot multiplier. As you can see here, the camouflage is very great, and then of course it comes with different shades of orange, pink, and green, I believe. So I feel like I'm forgetting something, but overall, this season is a pretty good season. I wasn't a huge fan of last season's theme. However, this season starts off with a more gritty theme. It's darker in tone. The black cell, I did buy the black cell. I really like it. The black cell pass has a lot of good stuff that like fits more my style. It's like ninjas. The colors are like a purple and a red. Just really badass stuff that I like to see. And it's not over the top either. It's not flashy. However, I do think this season could use some more stuff for multiplayer, almost. The mode that they added is just like TDM with extra steps. Certain kills give you more stars. Barely even talked about it because I didn't even play it. I forgot about it. I was more excited about trying out the new guns, and I tried out the new guns and I like them. So I'm happy to get more dark matter on different things. And then along with today, of course, there was all kinds of bug fixes and things like that. I'm not going to give you guys the details on like the deep dive on the patch notes for this. But a lot of things have changed, a lot of bug fixes, a lot of guns got adjusted a little bit. So if you've been like hanging out and like holding off, this is a good season to come back and test the waters and see how you feel. There's a season 2 mosh pit where you can play just the new maps, including Lifeline, the one I showed you earlier. And then of course you can try out the new guns by leveling up your battle pass or by buying Black Cell if that's something that interests you. Overall, I would give this a B tier season. Realistically, the mid-season will realistically show us or give us a better feel on what to expect. However, we can't say, based off of first impressions, I give it a B. With Call of Duty in the state it's in right now, this is a mid-tier B. I don't have really much negative to say, but I also don't really have much positive either. I think Prestige's Key said this the best. It's more of the same. So if you don't like this era of Call of Duty, you're not really going to like this season. But I personally am fine with this era of Call of Duty. I got Dark Matter. I eventually, I guess, will grind on to get Nebula on my guns in this. Warzone isn't as big of a deal to me because I don't really have friends that want to play Warzone. I'm not really a solo Warzone player. However, that's always subject to change, right? You always get those friends that have a resurgence. So at the end of the day, Call of Duty Season 2, Black Ops 6, it's pretty good. It's good, but it's not amazing. If you're looking to finish your Dark Matter because you didn't want to use a launcher, or you're just looking for more guns to use, this is a great time to sign up. You got 3 guns in the Battle Pass to get almost immediately. If you're looking for more maps to wow you, I'm not going to say these maps are going to wow you. If you want more zombies content, this is perfect. You're going to have a shitty perk. However, that's just it. That's it. I mean, other perks to grab. So, why don't you guys tell me down below what you think of this season? And why don't you guys also tell me in the comments what you would like to see Call of Duty change? So, I personally am very excited to see some of the things, but that's all from me, guys. You guys have a good rest of your day.